They call it creative destruction. A slick, almost beautiful term for progress, right? But while they're popping champagne in boardrooms, celebrating innovation, what does that destruction actually look like on the ground? We call it eviction notices taped to our doors. We live it as padlocked gates of the factory that employed our parents for 30 years. We inherit it as ghost towns. They built a whole language to hide the human cost. They talk about market corrections, labor flexibility, and optimizing efficiency. These aren't just words, they're weapons. They turn our lives into numbers on a spreadsheet. In their world, suffering is just a variable to be solved. Unemployment is a friction coefficient, a minor, temporary inconvenience in their grand equation. And you, your family, your future, you're just a footnote in their heroic story of capital. They paint a picture of the heroic capitalist, a lone genius building empires from sheer will, like some Ayn Rand fantasy of the self-made man. They animate dollar signs over caricatures of executives celebrating their supposed brilliance. But this narrative conveniently leaves out a few key details. It leaves out the government bailouts, the tax loopholes big enough to drive a yacht through, and the generations of workers whose labor actually built those empires. It's an algebra of exploitation, where our sweat and sacrifice are conveniently erased from the final calculation. They want us to believe this is all natural, inevitable. The invisible hand of the market, they say. But there's nothing invisible about the structures of power that keep this system in place. There's nothing natural about laws that favor property over people, or a tax system that asks a teacher to pay a higher percentage than a billionaire. They've designed the game, written the rules, and then act surprised when they're the only ones winning. The next time you hear them sanitize the struggle, remember what those words really mean. They're not just describing the economy, they're justifying a system that sees our communities as disposable. It's time we stop letting them write the narrative. It's time we started writing our own. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and join the conversation in the comments below. Time to crash their spreadsheet.